For millions of South Africans, coping with less food or skipping meals has become a reality. This mother, who looks after her daughter's 2-year-old son, says life is very difficult. She says she often doesn't have enough food to eat.
I tried, but it didn't work. So for now, it's difficult so much.
Do you get a government grant?
No, I don't have a young kid because my grandson, I have a grandson he's 2 years old. His grant, I gave it to her mom because she's at school for now. She didn't get a fund from NSFAS for now.
She says she had a job last year but lost it, however, and she didn't qualify for the Social Relief of Distress grant. She's one of a few mothers whose children receive one daily nutritious meal from a non-profit organization which feeds close to 300 children with the help of FoodForward South Africa. Some of these younger preschool children might eat only twice a day. The majority of beneficiaries are primary school children who will arrive after school. They would have at least eaten a meal provided by the school. But it's tough during school holidays.
Especially during holidays, that's where we see a high number of kids coming for the FoodForward program because the only meal that they are getting is the one from here, unlike when they get the meals from school during the school when the schools are still open. We've seen a lot of high number of volumes growing in terms of food. Kids coming for food program. And not only the kids from this community, but even neighboring wards, where you're looking at 4 or 5 kilometers distance from school to here, back to home. So that on its own shows us that the number of kids who are actually benefiting from this program are growing.
Dlamini says there are days when there's not enough to meet the demand. On those days, the meals are shared.
We can see clearly which are the hotspots: Limpopo, Eastern Cape, the Northwest, Mpumalanga. Those are the hotspots. And we can see that children are the worst affected in those households. Parents are finding it increasingly difficult to explain to children that there's only a little food to eat, or tonight you have to go without food. So the coping mechanisms are getting worse, where first they could have smaller meals, meal sizes. Now they have to go without meals and sometimes skip food for a day or so.
The mothers say they struggle to make ends meet. Grants are spent on rent, food, school uniforms and transport. It's never enough.
The research shows two drivers. The first is inequality, gross inequality, historical inequality. The second is high unemployment. The third reason is food prices are just going through the roof, and affordability is a major deterrent as to why people just can't get food, access to food in their household. So those are the main drivers of where we see food insecurity growing in South Africa. So while the research shows that around 18 million people are food insecure, our view is closer to 25 million people that are food insecure across South Africa.
He called on government to prioritise budgets on addressing nutrition and food insecurity, and says organisations such as FoodForward SA and community kitchens should be supported. The organisation has long campaigned for distributing surplus food, good for human consumption, from farmers, retailers and manufacturers to address the problem of food insecurity and nutrition. President Ramaphosa, in his State of the Nation address, said that the focus was on creating jobs, reducing poverty and tackling the high cost of living, issues which all contributed to the growing crisis of food insecurity. Renee Heine, SABC News, Durban.